He's there, folks.
In the pocket. Okay.
Wait, why is our
re-up a
video
little
not
bit.
working? Oh, no. Oh, no.
But also, the camera is not good.
Oh, Steven was right. The Steven was right podcast.
Mine's good.
Shit, but the cameras aren't even working.
Okay. That's not good.
Fuck.
That's not good at all.
No.
What would be causing that? Black screen of death. Can anybody hear us?
Oh, no.
Yep. Audio is on. No video.
Okay, cameras are on.
Oh, I was in the pocket. Wait, should we do a pod like this?
Just dark.
Yeah, dark mode.
Enhanced sensory.
Sensory deprivation tank pod.
Okay.
Just listen.
Hang on.
Okay, what would be causing this? We did it. I just, for the record, we had Alan Bryce on for the test and everything. Like, what is, okay, camera input,
Try doing, yeah, maybe.
black magic.
That should be good. There's two of them. That's weird.
That's weird. Probably should have.
There we go.
Bang. Bingo.
All you gotta do is click on
Bango. Bongo. Okay. Momentary.
Oh,
Check my
no.
camera.
Camera one is me. This fucks
Oh,
with
you're
my
not
whole
used to that?
system.
Hold on.
My whole system needs to reorient. We're back, baby. We are so back.
Okay, keep your eye on your camera. If it starts to tilt, I might have to fix that mid.
Okay.
Mid.
Yeah, you're like
I'm
way.
like low.
You're way low.
I'm like low. Can you just notch me?
I can notch you.
You
Hang
just
on.
pop me.
Hang on. You want to get popped?
The back of that.
Oh, just straight.
Yeah, just notch me. Oh, other way. Uh-huh.
Too much?
Oh my God.
Good?
Not enough. Okay, good. I think so. That'll do, pig.
Oh my God, that took the wind out of me.
Oh, look, it's just.
You need to go higher, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You high?
It's also like, yeah. No, I mean, that's good.
Are we like out of focus now?
Yeah. I mean, I would get the camera out of the shot. Apologies, folks. It's just two of us today. Yeah. All right. Great. Well, we got lights. We got camera.
Action, baby.
We got sound. You look great. I like your shot.
Thanks,
It's
man.
like tight.
Thanks for noticing.
And
I'm down 2% body fat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one ingredient.
Yeah, I eat intuitively.
Mm-hmm.
Which-
Oh, wow. That's
which-
very, very hippie and woo-woo of you.
Which means
I've never heard you sound so hippie.
I eat whatever I want.
I
Is
eat
what it means.
intuitively.
I eat whatever I want.
No, that's not what you mean.
But the restrictions are it has to be like real food. That's it.
Mm.
That's it.
Okay. You follow your intuition within a specific realm.
Yeah, I don't like
of law.
like track calories or macros or anything. Like if I'm feeling like I want some protein, I'll get that. If I feel like I want some carbs, I'll eat some potato or rice or something.
Does this still lead to potential overeating? Intuitive eating?
Yeah, I think the skill, like you sort of hone in this skill of like learning what your body actually wants. Because like sometimes my body's craving Doritos,
Mm-hmm.
and I learn what it's actually craving instead of like that like little noise in the back. That noise is like, I want Doritos.
Yeah.
But
What is it really wanting when it wants the crunch and
Yeah.
caloric?
Yeah, in that time it's
intake
like
of
I think
Doritos?
sometimes it just wants like carbs maybe.
Mhm.
So I'll eat real carbs instead of like Doritos.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been eating a lot of potassium.
Like a banana, or you like
There's all kinds of potassium. Bananas are a great source of potassium. Vegetables generally. Potatoes are phenomenal. Skin on. Extra
I
potassium.
love skin on
Sweet potato. Regular potato. Russet potato. Like
potatoes and shrimp.
potatoes, shrimp. Yeah, it's great potassium. Really good for you. Keeps the heart pumping. Very good for you. See, the thing I realized is, what problems are you potentially going to have when you're 80? And what are the things that when you go to the doctor when you're 80, they're going to tell you to do to improve your current position, right?
Well, how are you picturing yourself at 80? Like, what do you look like? What are you all about at age 80?
it'd be great. But like the types of things that could occur to people are like their heart starts wearing out.
Sure.
You know, there's heart failure issues. And so then you say, well, what helps that? Okay. Like then you look into that and it's like, oh, like you got to keep your blood pressure amazing. Like keep it great. Like you don't even want to be at a baseline that's 5 points higher than baseline health for sustained periods of time because that can wear on the heart. You want to watch out for any level of like arrhythmias or issues like that. You want to keep your mood positive, your anxiety low, your stress low. And so, you know, you don't want to deal with this stuff late in life where you're like, oh, I got to flip my life upside down and start eating healthy and start exercise. So it's like, okay, what are the things that I could do 80-20 that I can build into my... So I'm in a similar journey to you where you were just like, you suddenly just went like, all right, fuck this. Like I'm going to get like super lean and
got fed up. Yeah.
Get fed up. I'm kind of doing the same thing, but like I'm looking at it really holistically. So you might have noticed I was like, even for me, stretching, some body work, like, or I hit the sauna or something like that would be like a plus for me. Like I'm tracking that.
So what are your KPIs? I guess it's like the blood pressure.
Yeah, like I'm looking at it more holistic. Obviously, I have like target. I saw Rizzy drop this line in the Wellness Channel that I thought was amazing. He's like, winter is shredding season, and I will die on this hill. Because people were like, all right, winter, we're going to add on a few pounds, holidays, you know.
Right. I feel like humans invert it. Like we go bulk mode when we like have like sweaters on us. We don't have people looking at us. And then summertime, it's like, oh shit, I got my body back.
Ripped. And Rizzy didn't explain it. So I could be completely wrong and hallucinating his reason, but I thought about it and I was like, okay, what would my reason to make sense of that be? It's like you actually want to get so jacked and fit and into the good mode of your body, peak shape in the winter going into spring. So summer, you're already there and you're ready. And like, if you want to bulk up a bit and have some fun in the summer with your shirt off, like whatever. But at that point, like winter is when you go in the dungeon and just like do the work.
I like it.
You know?
I was interpreting it to mean that like in nature, food isn't as abundant during wintertime. So like animals tend to like just kind of like shrivel down more.
That's true. I guess we have the luxury of like Instacarting food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we should take a page out of their book.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So congrats. Great work, man.
Thanks, dude. It's been fun. I haven't missed a day of exercise since committing to it. So it's been over a month. It's been great.
That's really good. Even working through an injury, right?
I haven't had much. I did have some little aches and pains here and there, but I just like do a different muscle group or something. It's no big deal.
I like that. Good attitude. All right, awesome. What's up, chat? Great to see you here. Carby in the house. Alan Bryce, thank you for the text.
Yeah, problems are solved.
Saved it. Curious how the chat is doing. Curious how the community is doing. It's the end of the year. It's an interesting time. It's an introspective time, you know. You finally start to go inward. Things start to slow down. I'm hearing a lot of like, I'm slowing down. Even with like work people, like in my scene, like even there are some people like the grinders out there, like a lot of the companies I deal with and the founders, they're like, yeah, I'm starting to slow down. You know, I'm like doing less meetings. I'm like going inward.
I see it in markets too. Like volumes are just lower, volatility's lower. I feel like after Thanksgiving, you get the holiday, and then you're already seeing this next holiday come in. It's just kind of like, let's take a step back.
Yeah, for sure. I'll share one fun fact. I just got back from Dallas, right?
Yeah.
And I met up with one of our community members, B-Dub.
B-Dub, what's up?
B-Dub. Was awesome to meet him in person. Really great. We went to this like whiskey distillery in his neighborhood. And fortunately, we forgot to take a picture. I was going to post it to the Discord.
You got to post a photo.
We didn't take one.
Yeah.
I meant to take one for proof of connection. But
Dallas was pretty cool, huh?
Dallas is a great town, man. I haven't been since like went to a wedding there like 7 years ago, and then pretty much just drove straight to the farmlands for a wedding. So didn't really see Dallas, but Dallas is booming.
Well, Dallas is fucking huge.
Huge.
So it's got Dallas and Fort Worth, and I just know from like a market size, it's like top. It's like
Yeah, it's going to be the third biggest city in the country soon.
Yeah.
It's DFW area. And then like all the growth is North Dallas, like Frisco and Plano and all these towns that didn't exist before. And they're beautiful. And then like, so yeah, I was like scoping it out and I really liked it. And
You're liking the quality of life offered in a place that's outside of San Diego, where the prices are so high that it's like, we were talking before. It's like a starter level home begins at like 1.5.
I don't know a place in San Diego you can get a home for 1.5.
Yeah, so begins at 1.5 and then like
maybe in like Chula Vista
goes higher from there.
Yeah, I mean in San Diego and San Diego County proper, it's like 1.92. And so like, yeah, I've been thinking a lot about, I've talked about this openly, like, I'm like, where is a place that checks more boxes? And I've constantly had these discussions, and we've done a couple episodes on that topic of like, where would you live if you could live anywhere and all this stuff. And I was just like, okay, what's the checklist? Great schools when you're a parent. Great airport if you like to travel, being able to get where you need to get to direct. Good community. Like good people around you with a good head on their shoulders. Low cost of living, lower than like the most expensive places in the world.
Literally the most.
San Diego won last year, most expensive city in America.
we
So
won.
lower would be better.
We win.
Low to no income tax would be nice, like on the state level, like be able to keep more of your dollars. Cost of living, generally speaking, outside of like homes and, just general stuff, energy, groceries, all that stuff. And there's more. When you start to stack it, I realized, okay, a lot of people are looking at like Texas and Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And Florida's too far for me. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to scratch this itch and just see
what's out there.
See what's out there. And Austin, I originally was the one that I was like, ooh, Austin. Everyone talks about Austin. Problem with Austin is the infrastructure and the traffic, and the city wasn't designed for a lot of people. But Dallas is ready. Dallas is like, everything was easy, dude. Like everywhere you went, everywhere you go, there was like plenty of space for parking, and you could just do what you needed to do. And then traffic wasn't bad, and like, it was just easy. It was interesting.
Let's talk about some downsides.
Yeah. The weather.
Dude, summertime in
That
Texas.
needs to be on the checklist.
Summertime in Texas is like different.
It's like 105.
Yeah.
Sometimes 110.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And that's true in other places too. Like you were looking at Sacramento region.
Like most places have like some kind of weather thing, whether it's like hot or cold or tornadoes or or hurricanes. We're just in the Mecca.
We're we're in mid-December right now, and San Diego was like 75 degrees today and sunny.
We're not exaggerating. It was literally yesterday was 78.
Yeah, it's actually insane how
insane.
good this is.
That's insane. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, weather is absolutely one. And then honestly, one of the most important things in life, your social network.
Yeah,
right?
I think.
So like, where do you want to plant your seeds and continue to build and cultivate a community? Where and how do you bring the Harvard study to life? One of the things that we've done here that is like beautiful and critical to our long-term health and well-being is our community of friends. And like that is not a small factor.
Hard to put a price on.
That's hard to put a price on. That could add years to your life. Anyway, we were just talking about a new group chat. How do you feel about that?
New group chat. Yeah. I'm not one for group chats typically. But yeah, let's go into what would make a good group chat. I think what we were talking about is like, what about a group chat? Because now we're getting to a stage where like everybody's too fucking busy. Nobody's any fun because everyone's all serious about their work and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like married, kids. We both are. So it's hard to like have even like a fun group chat. So how do you like bring back the fun?
Yeah. Are we good? Hope you turned the cameras on. Good. Oh, that's an old message. Yeah. So everyone's different. Like my brother's group chats are just like all day long. That's like too much for me. I mean, great for him. He's like having a blast in his group chats. I think it's hilarious. And they're just like cracking jokes all day long and laughing
They're
and
a little
sharing
younger.
and laughing. They're 3 years younger, bro.
Yeah, but they act younger.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a real thing.
Yeah, younger. So I don't have time for that. But like a great group chat to me is like a knowledge share with some banter and the occasional back and forth and downloading and sharing, uploading and downloading of like interesting information or funny stuff.
Okay.
Like your group chats should be a filter. If you get off social media completely, if you never logged back on, your group chat should be a way to stay in touch with reality.
What about let's go into this banter element a little bit more. Shit talking?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know I like it.
Yeah, I know you're a fan. But I'm wondering, because like it doesn't like vibe necessarily with like learning from each other and like getting cohesive with like the state of the world. It's just like shit talking.
Yeah. I don't like too much of it. Like, well, the only person I should talk with is my brother. Like, it's like the only person that I really have that kind of relationship with. But what shit talking is more. You mean just like low level banter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like maybe the modern version of the group chat probably is just like sending memes back and forth.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of another nominee for the new chat.
Who do you want to add in there?
The Gooch.
Okay. Yeah, he's good time.
It's great. Great group chatter. Yeah, man. To group chats. Would love to know what makes a successful one for people out there.
Yeah. I particularly want to hear from like 40 plus. Are you still active in your group chats?
Do you just like disassociate with anyone under 40 now?
I just think that life changes at there's like different chapters of life, certainly. Having a kid, getting married, you're like in different chapters than other guys.
Mm-hmm.
Also turning 40 for me was like a chapter change. Like physically, I don't know, just like I feel like I've changed.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had to work hard, I've noticed, to like maintain what I'm like used to, what I'm like accustomed to. And
physically?
I think physically, I think socially, you know, just like, I guess just like the way that I was used to living in my 30s isn't really that easy anymore. 40 plus.
That's deep. That's deep.
I mean, here's a good example. The alpha that I wanted to bring today is like so domesticated.
For 40 people.
It's so domesticated. I'm also on this kind of like health kick. But Mina over Black Friday, she got me this cool gift. It's this device for the kitchen. It's called the Ninja Creami.
Ooh.
Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay.
Creamy?
Creami.
That's the name?
Yeah, with an I. Okay. The Ninja Creami transforms a frozen block of milk and mix-ins into ice cream. And on YouTube, there is like within like the influencer, like the fitfluencer sphere, there's like all these guys who are making Ninja Creamies that are really like protein packed. So I'm making like these ice creams that are Fairlife chocolate milk with chocolate whey protein powder.
Wait.
So this thing
real?
is like 140 calories and like 40 grams of protein.
I can make any type of healthy ice cream I want with this?
Dude,
like raw milk.
Yeah.
Or like cinnamon powder and like, you know.
You're thinking the right way.
This is banana puree.
Yes, dude.
Like chunky monkey.
Walnuts.
I can make my own chunky monkey.
Yeah, dude. And like
oh my God.
I've discovered like I can take dark chocolate, which is like pretty healthy. You can melt it down,
or
like
cacao.
Yeah, cacao. You can like I've melted down dark chocolate and put it as like a mix into the Ninja Creami, and it blends it in a way that it shatters the melted chocolate, so it's like flakes of chocolate. It's not like chunks, and
Interesting.
it is delightful, and it's probably like 40 grams of protein in this little like ice cream thing.
What?
It's like very low calorie.
So it's low calorie, high protein ice cream.
Yeah, man.
So you could make your own lactose free ice cream.
Lactose free,
whatever.
Whatever direction you want to take.
Okay. Put it on my wish list.
I mean, this thing.
How much is one of these?
I don't know. Mina bought it on Black Friday. I have no idea.
It's like a big item. It's like a few $100.
It's like the size of a coffee maker or something.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
don't
look
know.
into it. Say the
Yeah.
name again.
Ninja Creamy.
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 I'm gonna find out. Let's see.
Yeah, but this thing is pretty cool, man. I'm not even like a sweet tooth guy, but you know.
Okay, Ninja Creamy. Oh, there's a deluxe, of course.
Oh,
There's
we
an
got-
upsell.
Yeah, we got the deluxe.
Okay. There's always an upsell.
What are
So
they?
it looks like the base one is like
What are they
200.
asking for one of these?
Max. There's a max. Okay, it looks like 200 to get started.
Okay.
There's like a $280 one. Yeah. So we're talking like at least okay. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, dude.
You gonna make some for me?
Well, yeah. Anytime you want.
All right.
You want some protein? I got you.
Shark Ninja. Okay, so this looks like the full one, 280
There you go.
at Best Buy. Or 200.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude.
That's awesome, dude.
But that's like very 40 plus domestic alpha.
Yeah, that's very, very. All right. I was gonna give my alfalfa, if I may, and then we're going to thank somebody. Where is okay? I mean, I already know what it is. Scouts. Okay, so I want to talk about a new AI startup tool that I recently have been on the wait list for. If we can share the screen.
Got you.
EJ here. I don't know much about these guys. Please do your own due diligence. I just like see shit and sign up. Nothing in this for me, kind of thing. So what I like about this is there have been promises of like what was called computer use, or like agents that go out on the internet and do things for you, book your flights, perform your functions, like agents, right? But like think of the version of like, I'm looking to book a pickleball court at the most impacted, busy pickleball court in San Diego. It always goes within, they open it up once a week, check the website and book it for me. Or I am looking for notifications of new jobs in my industry across 10 different career job sites that fit this exact archetype of role. This will do that for you. So you create a scout to monitor the web for you. And I also wanted to make sure I tested it because I just got access yesterday. And I have like 4 different scouts running, and I've already started to see the results. And it's pretty good. It's
Damn.
pretty awesome.
So this is like a early iteration of a AI agent.
I mean, we have agents like ChatGPT can do this for you, but what this is doing is it's running through. It's a great UI, and it's running consecutively in the background and constantly checking, and then notifying you with an email or a notification every time there's an update to whatever you're looking for: industry news, a pickleball court, concert tickets, whatever it is that what you would have to go and manually do and check and all that work. It's just doing it for you.
Because even in LLM like ChatGPT, you would have to rerun that query, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you could use, I think ChatGPT is not focused on this anymore, but you could use like the thing they can do where they can give you the latest news on something. I forget what they branded it as, but like I have one that like every day sends me a message with the latest news in AI, for example. And it's like per my prompt. But this is just that on steroids that's specifically vertically focused on that.
Cool.
I think it's promising.
What are they charging for like a monthly use?
I don't think they're even ready to charge. It's just a free trial kind of wait list that just opened up. And I don't think they even have their pricing page. Oh, actually, no. That's not true. There was a billing section when I logged in. I think it was like $15 a month if you need more than one scout
Okay.
running.
One scout's free.
One scout's free or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So check it out. It's the company's Utori, and the product is called Scouts. Yutori. Yeah, man.
That's cool. Before we get into thanking our sponsor, I think I want to ask you one more thing that's alpha related. It's like yesterday I was looking to crawl a video for like one specific moment in a video. I was like looking for Jensen's podcast with Joe Rogan. And he said one specific thing that I remembered vaguely. And I asked you, like, Armand, is there a way to like find where the timestamp is in this or what he said? And you directed me towards a new tool.
Yeah, so the first thing that's the easiest thing you could do is just in YouTube, there are auto-generated transcripts. So you can search that transcript. That's probably the easiest way, is to just use YouTube. And YouTube has a feature that auto creates chapters. Like even the Alfalfa pod has that benefit sometimes. Like if we don't add them, it'll auto add them if we turn that feature on. So that's a way to quickly get to where you need to get to. Then the next version, if it's not there or you can't remember and you need more of a chat interface, is to drop that link into NotebookLM. NotebookLM, I think, is a tool you were saying like you haven't used much before.
I've never logged in.
NotebookLM is so goddamn powerful. NotebookLM is one of my favorite AI tools.
Is this a private company? Or is this like...
It's Google.
Oh, Google. Sick.
This is Google. So NotebookLM is Google. It's extremely powerful. Think of it as like your, as they say, your AI-powered research partner. So yeah, if you're not familiar with this, imagine like tell me a topic you want to learn about, just generally speaking, like AI investing.
No, I want to learn about protein Ninja Creamies.
Okay. So like you would come to NotebookLM, you would go source all the resources that you want to like digest. Maybe there's academic papers on this. Maybe there's YouTube videos. Maybe there's entire YouTube channels. Maybe there's podcasts. Maybe there's documents that you've started with your own research. You just take all of those and upload those and connect those. And then it would basically build you your own, for lack of a better non-technical way, your own personalized chatbot. Trained on that data set.
On the data set that you gave it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. But the reason I brought it up for you for this use case is because you're just giving me a microcosm of that exact thing that I'm describing. You just want one video. I have questions on this one video.
Yeah.
But imagine you wanted to do that across a corpus of a ton of data.
Right.
And then you have these notebooks for different things. But then once you create that notebook, you don't just chat with it, dude. You can create an AI video. You can create an AI presentation based on that data. So imagine I take a paper on the benefits of like fucking low fat, high protein ice cream made at home. Mm-hmm. There's an academic paper on this. You can drop it in, it'll process it, and I click a button and I say, make me a presentation on this or make me a video to explain this. And it's very good.
Wild. Okay, so Notebook being part of Google, does this like, now I'm asking about the price of it. Is this like rolled up and included in your, they just released like the new Gemini model. Is this like all in one? Is like all inclusive? You get like Nano Banana, you get this thing.
I've never paid for NotebookLM or even been prompted to pay.
Oh, wow. It's literally free.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh,
yeah, it looks like there is a pro account. I have never even considered needing one.
Damn. So just for your general use case, you can just use the free version.
Yeah, maybe I'm not a power user of it.
Damn.
I also think I think I have is it included in my paid Google account? It might be.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a power user, I can't imagine who the fuck would be.
It's just more audio and shared notebooks. That's all you get. This isn't something they're trying to monetize. Mm-hmm. This is like their killer app that no one else is doing anything like, and it's just like building Google's brand. Like it's a killer application.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, when you use it, you're going to be like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. So that's number 2. And then number 3, which I haven't verified, is that apparently as of last week, Gemini is now able to drop the link. It'll process it for you and answer questions about that YouTube video specifically. So people assumed back in the day that Gemini was processing all of YouTube's transcripts, and that still is like assumed at times, but it doesn't seem to be the case. This now allows it to do it in real time, where you drop it in and it'll like find me that part. But I haven't verified this. This was talked about on a podcast that I listened to. But
even that is still like a massive breakthrough. Like,
yeah.
That's cool, man. Thank you. Thank you for sharing all that. That's great alpha.
Yeah, man. Well, we're drinking. And when we drink, there is a drink that we drink before we drink.
Yeah, baby.
And that drink, my friends, ladies and germs, is called Zebiotics. Zebiotics is the drink you drink before you drink.
The genetically engineered probiotic.
Yes.
That attacks a nasty toxin.
Nasty motherfucker.
That's created by alcohol.
Acetaldehyde.
Yeah, baby. So, yeah.
That's the real culprit.
Yeah.
Not dehydration.
Right.
So we're coming up on the holidays. You got a pack at home? Like you got like a Christmas party you're going to use these for? You're going to give some out? Like what's the plan?
Going to a Christmas party tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Really?
Got to take our Zebiotics. And if I needed to reload, I would use
the code.
I was trying to hand off, dude. Thought we were passing back and forth.
I just went to my next line that I was thinking about talking about, and I just went to another planet. So yeah, obviously, Zebiotics, longtime sponsor of the pod. You can support us. You can support them by using the code Alfalfa at checkout. Hopefully, you know how to spell alfalfa by now. But if you're new, it's ALFA. And that gives you 15% off. They also come with a money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, send it back. You get a full refund. Phenomenal product. And we love it very much. And I'll be consuming plenty of it during the holidays.
Hell yeah, baby.
Every time I forget, I regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Zebiotics. So we're already in the docket, but let's start to really nestle in here into the docket.
Yeah, let's nestle in.
So the VPN.
We get some VPN alpha.
Yeah. Okay.
So I saw this tweet too, and I'm excited because any way that you can get cheaper pricing on your sort of like bookings, we're talking like flights and stuff. I feel like I want to explore that. I haven't actually tried any of these.
Yeah. So can you give a preamble, because I want to get it up on the screen.
Yeah. So the preamble is like, I think with booking like rental cars, with booking hotels, maybe flights. If you set your location to be in a different location than you using a VPN. So let's just say like I'm in Bangalore, India, and then buy the exact same flight.
Okay, you can show this.
You get actually a cheaper price. So here's the tweet.
Yeah, so it's saying like if you want a cheap flight, India. If you want a cheap hotel, South Africa. If you want a cheap Airbnb, Mexico. And if you want a cheap rental car, Brazil. And then the tweet says, airlines, prices vary by region. Me, cool. So does my IP. So I don't know how, do you know how specific is it to these countries specifically?
Well, I haven't used
like
any of these
random.
before. I've never used any of these, but if we scroll down in the comments, some people are saying it works. So what's cool is like, this is just your VPN. So you still book the same flight. If you're going to fly from San Diego to Nashville, you book the same flight. You just set your location to India first, and then you book San Diego to Nashville, and it's cheaper. Are you trying it like in real time?
No, I'm trying to get our docket on the computer.
Right. Yeah. Probably should have done this earlier.
So I am doing what I'm terrible at doing, which is called multitasking.
Right.
Bear with me.
Yeah. But this seems like some pretty great alpha. And I want to know if people in the chat are actually using this already, because I've never.
Yeah, I know there are some people in our community that definitely do stuff like this and are experts at this.
Imagine.
I've heard this for years.
Have you? Imagine stacking this with like credit card alpha. So then you like You set your VPN to India. You get the cheapest flight ever. Those cheap dollars are being spent on a credit card that gives you 5x reward points. You end up flying for free.
Yeah, I mean, Dan Simmons is like an absolute expert,
Resident
at
expert.
the credit card. Oh, are we ever going to be able to have your contact on the pod?
No.
No.
No, the credit card expert that I know is so good that he runs his own paid Discord. And I asked him one time if he wanted to come on, and he was just like, hell no.
So is it because the alpha's that good, or is it because it's on the cutting edge of gray?
Both.
Okay, that makes it so much more badass.
So both.
Yeah,
So much both.
that makes it badass. All right, so I have not tried it, so I wish the alpha was actually validated and verified, but I think it's worth people trying. I mean, the comments say people have been going ham on it for a while. So, all right, so there's some stuff going on in AI.
Hold on, before we get to that, can we just can I just quick hit the World Cup?
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Okay,
this is what we're here for.
I'm pretty excited about this. It's going to be in 2026. The World Cup is happening in North America, so a combination of United States, Mexico, and Canada. And they just completed the draw, so we know what the groups are. Were
you watching the draw?
I watched the draw.
Nice.
I'm a big soccer fan to begin with, but I'm like, the World Cup to me represents the best in sports, period. So
I love you so much right now.
Yeah, World Cup is the best event, and the fact that it happens once every 4 years makes it even more special.
I love the way you're talking.
So a couple of things I want to pull on is, one, it's this is happening in our backyard. We should go. And, Marty in the Discord was saying that he wants to go. Maybe a couple of us get together. We actually go to a game together. That'd be very fun.
Wait, Alfalfa meetup at
Alfalfa World Cup
game?
Would be fucking fun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm way more excited now.
This could be amazing.
This is big.
Yeah. And
but if there was going to be, which there should be, one meetup at the World Cup, what's the city, what's the game?
Well, sure. I mean, I've had my eyes set on one particular location, which is going to sound weird.
I already know what it is.
Considering the options that are available, because you have
Kansas City.
Yeah, I want to go to Kansas City.
Why?
Because I've never been.
Sell me on this.
Because it's the only city that's hosting in North America that I haven't been to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same for me.
But I haven't been to Guadalajara, Mexico, which would also be interesting.
I want to go to the Monterey game.
Oh yeah. So I misspoke. Kansas City is the only city in
the
U.S. that I haven't been to.
Right.
So I was thinking that would be a good excuse to go to Kansas City. But yeah, I think Argentina is in that group that plays in Kansas City, so that could be fun. Messi's last World Cup, probably.
Definitely.
Definitely. He's coming off of a championship. He's lifting the trophy.
Yeah. Bro, can you just tell me, I mean, you were poo-pooing it in the group chat.
Poo-pooing what?
His trophy. Well, you were poo-pooing the Inter Miami payroll.
Oh, I'm poo-pooing him winning the MLS trophy, not the World Cup trophy.
Oh, okay.
MLS trophy is garbage.
Well, I mean, dude, that was, come on, bottom ranked team to
I
winning.
just don't care about the MLS.
I know.
That's all it is.
I know.
I think
it's not a great league.
I think football, as Donald Trump calls it, that was the highlight of watching the World Cup draw.
Should we just call soccer football and call football tackle ball?
Yes.
Someone in the Discord said that.
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump said
Pat
it.
said that.
So Donald Trump is so funny that he gets on this stage for the World Cup draw, which he has no interest in anyways. But he's up there giving himself the FIFA Peace Prize.
He did?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it's an award that's never existed, but he wanted to be the first recipient of this award that he created.
Oh my God, you can't make this up.
And during his speech, he was like, yeah, we've done so much for world peace. We've ended like 7 wars. And he sort of like in passing, he's like, yeah, and like football is a global game, and it represents world peace. And I think football, we call it soccer, but the real football should be soccer.
That is insane to me that he said that. Like,
it's insane
to Americans. That is sacrilegious.
Yeah,
Like, I'm even insulted as a huge soccer fan,
right?
to hear you want to rebrand football. And I like soccer more than football, but I'm offended. So imagine how someone who's like football is their life feels. You know?
They feel very vindicated, I'm sure. And like, okay, how about this?
No. I'm saying imagine the American football fan hearing their president say, should we come up with a new name and not call it football anymore?
He kind of like extrapolated a little. He's like, well, they use their feet, and in this game, we barely do. So I actually think it was pretty fair. But what I was mostly interested in is seeing who the U.S. plays, and we're playing in a pretty easy group.
We're in the first to second, maybe top 3 easiest groups in the whole thing.
Yeah, which makes me think it's probably rigged.
People immediately were like, Argentina got an easy group. It's rigged.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come on, dude.
U.S. got an easy group.
U.S. got a very
So who
easy
are we
group.
with? We're Paraguay.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other one.
Yeah, I haven't memorized this yet. Paraguay, Australia.
Yeah. Titans
and
of
then
soccer.
the fourth is not yet, is still in the knockout.
Yeah, so the knockout game, it's like a play-in game, and that play-in game is most likely to be Turkey right now. Turkey,
Is it?
Yeah, Turkey's pretty good, though.
And they're pretty good.
Turkey's good. But it's no guarantee that Turkey makes it. But all things considered, USA got put into pot 1, which means like they avoided playing against Spain, France, Portugal, England. They got put into the best group. So in that sense, it's amazing.
So who's your money on for the overall winner at this point? Like the poly market.
Yeah. Well, I think
really interesting right now.
Yeah, let's talk about the poly market.
Did you get in on the poly market?
Well, I have never made a bet on poly market, but I thought that I asked you about the odds because I think it's really interesting to think about the odds. I think there's like 5 teams that can win.
Me too.
And the fact that
there's like 5 that can win and like 3 that would be a surprise. And then the rest are just like, I would never expect.
Yeah. So Spain is probably the favorite.
Currently.
The overwhelming favorite, but the odds don't really represent that. The odds on Spain are probably like the same as on France and England and Argentina.
There's a bit of a gap. It's 16% right now, Spain. And then basically there's France, Portugal, Argentina,
England.
And England are all sitting at between 10 to 9%, like 11 to 9%.
Okay. And I think all those teams can win.
Definitely.
And then like anybody else basically has no chance.
Brazil's right on the cusp of below that.
Brazil's
they just
like,
haven't been good in a little while.
Brazil's running on legacy. Like they're not that good.
They're not that good. But Germany.
Like
these are the surprise ones that I was mentioning. Like Germany, I'd be surprised. Brazil, I'd be surprised. But that's still like, those are powerhouse names.
Yeah.
You would be that surprised.
They're like legacy
They're just not
names.
the top 5 right now.
Yeah, I think like Brazil, Germany. Like here's some names that are powerhouses in the past that I think have no chance. Brazil, Germany, Italy, Uruguay's won 2 World Cups. They have no chance.
Yeah. And then there's some sleepers. Belgium might finally show up. Morocco is like looking good.
Some of that, like North Africa.
The North African teams
tough.
played really well in the last World Cup. You get a lot of teams, though, that are going to get absolutely smoked, like in this World Cup. Like Uzbekistan, I hope fares well. It reminds me of the year when, like, South Africa hosted the World Cup. You were just, like, praying for them to just survive, like, do okay. But, yeah, there are countries that people haven't heard of in this World Cup.
Dude, nothing brings the world together like this event, though. No. This is amazing.
Nothing.
And you've been to
Yeah.
a World Cup.
Yeah.
What are the scenes like? I've never been.
So the alpha for people that live in the U.S., Canada, or Mexico and are thinking about going or thinking about traveling here is like being in the state. So I'm a real like hardcore, and for me, I'm so hardcore that like when I was watching the World Cup, I preferred not when I traveled to it, but like when I'm watching the World Cup at home, I don't want to be around anybody because and I don't want to be out at a bar because I can't hear. I love the commentary. The commentary in a game is really important to me.
You like the sweet sounds of British voice?
Like, yeah, like a Ray Hudson or, it's like there's a lot of alpha and it makes the game. You hear the crowd. You get everything. You get a 360 experience watching on TV. The best experience is being in the fan zone. So there's a 50-foot screen, multiple of them, and there's thousands of people. And they're having a blast.
In this fan zone at the World Cup, it's people from all nations, right?
It's just the public. You're just outside.
Yeah.
You're just everywhere. All nations. They're there for the game, at the stadium of the game, but outside the stadium with the benefits of the sound, the visual,
you get the audio,
seeing the game, the commentary. You get the best of everything. To me, the fan zone is better than being in the stadium. The beauty of being in the stadium is feeling that you're in the stadium,
you're there.
saying you're in the stadium, like knowing you're in the stadium. But you can't see the game well unless you have a fantastic seats.
Right.
And even if you have great seats, like are you on the end? Are you in the middle? Are you on one side? And then the other actions on the other side in the second half. Yeah, the fan zone is where it's at. So if there was going to be an Alfalfa meetup, I would say like Kansas City fan zone, for like a week and just like
let's get an Airbnb. Let's go tailgate in the fan zone.
And the bars go nuts and the restaurants go nuts. And then when the game's on, it's just like show up and...
Dude, can you imagine watching the U.S. advance out of the group stage because it's almost set up for us to do. We get into that knockout round. We play against somebody big, cause an upset.
The U.S. has a good chance to get to like quarters, semis.
Imagine.
It'd
be so fun.
Be so fun. I think the U.S. can get to the semis. I still don't think we're
not there.
It would
yet.
be a huge upset to win the World Cup. Like,
yeah, we're not there yet.
It would just be like, but you never know. Like, what if Paraguay squeaks through on one side of the bracket? Well, not Paraguay because they're the same group as us. Somebody like there are surprises. The last World Cup was full of surprises.
So Morocco made it to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Tunisia was in the final eight.
Yeah.
These were surprises.
Right.
Can easily happen.
So you never know. And home turf is a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Let me re-up here.
All right. That's enough about the World Cup. That was fun, though.
No.
Thank you for entertaining that.
Bro, I'll do a World Cup pod.
I think there's a few people in the Discord who'd be interested in a meetup like that.
Oh, yeah. That would be huge.
Even non-soccer fans would be like, yeah, I'll come.
Before we put a pin in the World Cup, have you seen what Messi has done this year?
He won the MLS MVP for the second time in a row, I noticed. That was just awarded. He won the MLS trophy for winning the league.
Mm-hmm.
That was a couple days ago.
I mean, winning aside, are you seeing how he's playing?
No, because I don't ever watch the MLS.
The
I would
clips?
never
Do you
watch
see
the
clips?
MLS. I did see him make a free kick on a clip, but I just don't care about the MLS.
Oh my god!
In the same way that I don't care about the Saudi league for Cristiano Ronaldo.
The Saudi league is like the 40th placed league in the world,
and MLS is probably 25th.
No,
they're
it's
both
top 10.
It both doesn't matter to me.
It's 10.
Anything outside of top 5 leagues, which are all European, I don't care.
Okay, fine. You're not you don't have a hard on for Messi like I do, but if you see what he's doing,
but
it's mind blowing.
But here's the thing: if Messi played in the Saudi league, you would be hyping up the Saudi league because you hype up Messi.
No.
Yes.
No, because Messi would never go there.
But I'm just saying a hypothetical world in which he did play in the Saudi league.
Well, I'm not hyping up the MLS.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's not great.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's all. Then we agree. That's all I'm saying.
I'm hyping up the level at which this player continues to perform, even after winning everything.
Yeah, Messi's the GOAT.
It's unbelievable.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He's fine. He's the GOAT.
That's all I wanted to hear. Do you want to switch to AI? Are you feeling like it, or do you want to kind of keep going on this one deeper, kind of like this secret to investing thing, this Naval's advice thing, the 55 rules thing? I'm freestyling right now, so you know,
it does feel kind of like a jarring pivot to just straight AI now.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not warm for that.
Yeah. I feel like keeping
Let's
it.
talk money though.
Okay.
So
let's do the Naval.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this?
Or do you want to do the Naval life one before 30?
No. Let's save that for later.
Yeah. So this one.
Yeah.
All right.
So let me pull it up on the screen, and you can read it out to the people who are audio only.
Yeah, not much to say, but basically it's a tweet. It's jam-packed with alpha. And the tweet is, the secret to investing is to invest in unstoppable people building inevitable things. Now, we know this man likes to choose his words carefully.
Yeah. How long do you think it took him to craft this tweet? This was not like
8 hours.
Yeah, this was not a blase.
8 hours.
Type, send. I
mean, knowing him and listening to him, he is very analytical about these things. So the secret to investing is to invest in unstoppable people. There's 3 important words in this tweet: secret, unstoppable, and inevitable.
Yeah.
Most important word to me is inevitable things.
I mean,
actually, sorry, the unstoppable word is the most important part to me.
I agree, and I think I would like to highlight unstoppable people, because when I was like coming up and cutting my teeth in investing, I came up on like Warren Buffett principles, and Warren Buffett is very like formulaic in his approach, mathematical, and his style. You could describe it like his early days were described. He was like buying cigar butts, is how he called it. He liked to buy a company below its net asset value. So I started doing that in my early days. And what I learned over time is that ignores this people factor. And just through observation and doing this for sort of my entire adult life, what I found is that like this unstoppable people variable trumps the math every time.
Oh, this tweet drives me nuts. I love it. And it drives me nuts because I talk to so many people that are, so I have an angel invested a bit, and but I know a lot of angel investors, and I know a lot of VCs as well. I've gotten to know a lot. We have some on our cap table, and then there are many that I've just met with, and it's just not been a fit. And I get to know them, and they all think that this is what they believe, but they don't act like it.
What do you mean by that?
Naval is the type of person who actually walks the talk. I respect the guy a lot.
So Naval invests too. He is like Angel List founder.
Naval is the type of person that I believe that if he were to meet an unstoppable person building what he's like, that's inevitable.
Yeah.
He would do it. He wouldn't start doing a fucking analysis about the TAM and about the competition and about the unit economics and about the whatever, like, what did you do before? Like, he would just go like, this is his axiom. This is his framework. But so many people talk like this is their framework, but it's not. They believe this, but this is a little bit of inside baseball into the founder world. Yeah. You meet people all the time as a founder who will tell you, like, we're the first check and this is what we do. We build an unstoppable founders, building like new markets and inevitable things. And then the moment they start talking to you, they're fearful. They're analytical about things that have nothing to do with this. Early stage investing to me, whether I'm investing, early stage investing specifically, like, if someone's approaching me and I'm a small check that I've been in the past, it's, do I believe that this person can execute the vision that they're describing to me, that's it. That's it.
I agree. I mean,
I don't care about anything else.
it's cool that.
And by the way, I don't care about the vision either. I just want to see, are they excited about the vision? Because I know the vision is going to change. Do I believe in this person is all it comes down to.
That's amazing. Okay, so that already is amazing because I agree with you too. Like the earlier stage you go, the more important it is the who than the what.
Yeah.
Because the what is more likely going to evolve in an earlier stage. But I think this even applies to later stage stuff.
Does it? Because I think things start to get a little bit more fixed. So how would you apply this to later stage stuff?
Well, when I read this tweet, I think I actually heard this tweet on the Joe Rogan podcast with Jensen. So Joe Rogan was interviewing Jensen, from the CEO and founder of NVIDIA. And I think Joe Rogan brought this up to Jensen. And I think that's why it stood out to me as a tweet as well. But when I heard this on the podcast, I thought of two people immediately, unstoppable people building inevitable things. And I thought of Jensen and Elon. And those are not early stage guys.
Yeah, because the vision does iterate and new markets are formed. Like when you invest in Tesla in the early days, you're like, okay, the guy wants to do electric vehicles. Interesting, Elon. Like imagine a dumb investor. This is what a dumb investor looks like. Well, Elon, this is very expensive. You're going to need government subsidies. You're going to run out of money. Are people going to want this? How quickly is the technology going to advance? But if you look at it the right way and you say, this guy is going to die before he gives up. And regardless of what happens, he's going to either iterate into a new market or build into new markets. So when you're investing in Tesla now, you're investing in the future of robotics, energy.
Dude,
it's a different play. It's like it doesn't even matter like electric vehicles anymore.
Right, because it's not being priced as a car company.
Right. It's not at all.
But I think you illustrate a perfect point where this is something that like you have demonstrated as an operator yourself, where it's like you're going to start with this vision, and when you have this vision, you can get married to it, or you can get married to success. And I think I want to be invested with a guy who wants to succeed more than he wants his vision to succeed. So like I've just seen the way that your company has iterated and maneuvered and changed course. And it's like, it's awesome because like you are committed to success, not to the original plan.
Yeah, bingo. That's where you can find an unstoppable founder who gets stopped by a vision that they're married to and their ego prevents them from succeeding because they're like, I have to make this version of my dream work. Well, that's just delusional. Like if there's not a market for it, if you're not getting to product market fit, if you're not growing fast enough, if you're hitting hurdles that you can't overcome, you got to pivot or you got to iterate and you got to evolve. So like the best founders do that 100%. And then you look at like Jensen, right? And thank you, by the way. But you look at like Jensen and this was like a gaming chip.
He was doing video games.
He was video games.
His first customer was Sega. Like he was just doing video games.
But like he's unstoppable. And he's committed and he chews glass for a living. And he hates it, but he loves it. And he's going to succeed.
Oh, there's another.
So like he
found
element. The opportunities. And if you give a founder enough time, luck shows up too. And that's an important factor. The guy's been in the game 30 years. Like the market evolves. The opportunities evolve. Blockchain came.
Dude,
AI came.
He described on this podcast, he described that they actually like solved the problem 5 years ago. And they're like, we're actually too early. Like we don't actually have the tech around us enabled for us to take AI forward. We need to wait.
Yeah.
That's amazing. A couple of things I have on this. I love what you said. I think I have 2 points. One is like my investor brain, and then one is sort of my people brain. But on the investor side, like I was trained to think of the math, and the math is only good at one thing. It's like it tells you how to value the company as it is right now with like some assumptions into the future. What Naval's talking about is all future. And like the value of a company that like the stock market puts on it, it's future.
It's future.
It's future. So what you're going to ascribe, what kind of value you're going to ascribe to the future, I think should be greatly influenced by like who's running this company. And this was a big breakthrough for me as an investor. And I encourage people to think this way too. The other thing that I'm thinking of is if you're like analyzing people now, like because if you're used to analyzing companies and you're looking at income statements and whatnot, that's fine. But if you start analyzing people, the thing that stood out to me about Jensen, and I'm interested to hear your take, he described in himself this characteristic that was like he was so afraid to fuck up.
Jensen believes he sucks.
His
best attribute that plagues him and creates deep suffering is that he believes everything he does is not good enough.
Yeah, it's like it's this chip on his shoulder that will make it so he never stops performing.
It's like Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Michael Jordan created enemies for himself in his head.
Right.
So does Jensen.
Enemies that didn't exist that he could vanquish.
Yeah. I'll talk to people, and I'm a very friendly, personable person, right? I generally like people. But if I like get an off-putting kind of question from somebody, I put them in my catalog of fuck you and I'm going to prove you wrong.
Nice.
I got a long log, dude. And I love it. It fuels me so much. Like everyone who goes like, why would people want this? Everyone who goes like, I would never use this. Everyone who says, I would never invest in this. The people that are on my cap table are the ones that have a meeting with me and go like, dude, I made a lot of founders. I believe in you. Take my money.
Hell yeah.
And I go, hell yeah, come along for the ride. Because what you can guarantee with me is I will figure this out. Like things are going to evolve, things are going to change, but I will figure this out. The people that do that little doubt thing, oh, I got a favorite place in my brain for them. And the amount of fuel that they provide me, it's incredible. I love them. I appreciate them. I thank them. And even if they don't mean to, you know, some people just don't even mean to like be an asshole. I still like put them in the asshole in my head. And I'm like, oh, you're going to burn when I post this and do this or do that. And that's just me. I think that there are certain people, and I'm not as sick as Michael Jordan. I never compare myself to someone like that. But these people like Jensen and Michael Jordan, like being ultra competitive, you kind of got to have this like sickness to you.
Yeah, I think there's just like different forms of it, but in all the forms, you can kind of identify something special. So like with MJ, he was so competitive. He just wanted to kill everyone.
Yeah.
Even the ones who were just like, it's just a game, man. He was like, no, fuck you. I'll kill you. Right. Jensen's a different type. He's like, I just can't let anybody down. He's like,
right.
It's like a fear thing inside of him. He's just like, I got to keep working. I can't let anybody down. I just have all this riding on me.
Which is why you're betting on the archetype of the individual.
Yeah.
The psychology of that person.
But there's multiple that win. I guess what I'm trying to say is
there's all kinds.
It's not just like one type. And Elon's a different type.
There's all kinds. There's Steve Jobs. There's the visionary creatives. There's the Jeff Bezos. There's a smart guy. Saw a market opportunity. Had the balls. Was like, internet. What should you sell first? How about books?
You know, I think you're downplaying Jeff Bezos.
No, but like that's what started it, you know? And then like, boom, you get down that path and he builds the conviction and builds the framework and everything. what all of these people, another commonality that they have is that they do not avoid conflict.
Good one.
They never avoid the conversation, and they teach in public. I don't know if you've noticed that as well. There's a great podcast for people that are enjoying this aspect of this discussion called Founders, that does profiles of the great founders of our time. And the commonality that I found is like, you know, Jensen like gives feedback in front of everybody. I don't know if you've heard this one.
No.
If Jensen has something to say to you, he doesn't pull you aside.
He's like a Ray Dalio in that manner.
Yeah.
It's like all ideas exist in the public. And
Yeah, he's like, this is a coaching opportunity. This is an opportunity for everybody to learn what I'm going to say to you, and they'll learn that next time, like, that's the way they should approach this problem.
Dude, he said on the Joe Rogan podcast that he's answering 1,000 emails at 4 a.m. in the morning. I feel like this guy...
Man, how is that possible?
This guy should probably be delegating.
How is that possible?
Well, beginning at 4 a.m. Beginning at 4 a.m., 1,000 emails a day.
A day?
Yeah.
I mean, that's absurd.
That's not a good use of your time.
I don't see how that's possible. That's crazy. But yeah, these people are incredible. And definitely not downplaying Jeff Bezos. I mean, the guy's incredible. I just mean that's how simple the opportunity was to him. Like, internet, category defining opportunity. What's the easiest thing to deliver to people? Knowledge, books. It's the thing they want. And then now you have AWS. Now you have AI. Now you have all of this. So,
yeah, talk about the pivots.
Yeah, exactly. Now you have a rocket company.
But I think this... we'll talk to a future, this kind of speaks to a future topic that we're going to talk about today, which is like Jensen answering 1,000 emails a day. Like, should he be delegating that? Probably. Is that the best use of his time? Like, should he be doing other stuff? He mentioned on Joe Rogan also that he's like, I'm never not working. So like, even when I'm on vacation and I'm with my family, it's great because I'm with my family. But if I'm with my family, that's enough. But I'm also working. I feel like that speaks to another Naval quote that we're going to talk about today.
Well, let's talk about it. Like, yeah, do you believe in work-life separation or integration?
Well, if you're asking me...
Yeah, like, personally, and then maybe, like, what creates the best objective outcome for a company?
Or for a person.
Or for a person.
Yeah, because I think, well, you can be really devoted to your craft, and you can have great success. It's been proven time and time again. But I think if you want to be like Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality, there is only one path. It is like you work and nothing else matters. You work on your work. You know your goal. Nothing else matters. But I just don't think that's any way to live for like real people.
And real people is not the outliers.
And when you say outliers, I think it's like appropriate for like the real outliers. Like the 5 in the world. Like I'm not talking about like outliers meaning like you're 3 standard deviations away. I'm talking about like there are 5 ever, like that type of outlier.
But there's a lot more than that in terms of number of people that are playing the game that way.
Agree, but this is.
But to get the outlier result, you're saying.
Well, I just think that. Let's pull up the tweet. Let's pull up Naval's quote here, because I think it helps give a little more context to what we're talking about. Okay, so I got it pulled up.
So, Naval's advice to somebody.
Some founder.
Hey, before I was 30, I never went to a party. I literally slept underneath my desk. Dude, if you want to win, you got to be serious. Now, Naval is older than this person, Sigil's dad. Still building, still full sending. Quote, he told me, I'm not a billionaire yet, even though he's worth so much. He still wants to create and build things. It's like Kobe Bryant. Job's not done. You raise your Series F. Job's not done. All right. The rest of that was weird. But the main thing is like, he is saying before a certain age, before a certain time, before a certain level of success, you can't have fun.
Right. And I think there's like a deeper meaning here at play, which is like, it's like work-life balance. Like, what do you want out of life? What should somebody's like life effort and life force be directed towards, in a deeper way? And I think what Naval's saying is if you want to achieve that like real outlier result, then you have to devote yourself like nobody else will.
Yeah. What do you think about that though? Like, do
Well,
you think it's so you said yes to be the 5. There is no exception to those 5 people. They're all insane.
Mm-hmm.
But is it possible to get great results and like still go to a birthday party?
I mean, I think it's like way more shocking and absurd to hear that Naval never went to a party until 30 years old.
I mean, it's a little weird.
Dude, imagine talking to this guy.
You're concerned right now.
Imagine having a conversation with this human being.
No, it's like being like from another world.
It would just feel so awful to me to be stuck in a convo
with someone who's never been to a party.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's bad.
Or even worse.
Wait, you're really making that like tangible for me. So the impact, the result of like being this obsessed is that like you're not socially integrated anymore.
No, you suck. Like you suck so bad.
Like you can't walk into an airport and have somebody say like, "How are you doing?" and like have a normal conversation.
No.
Like you're just going to be like, "Good."
just working, like, or whatever the fuck you'd say.
You're a robot.
I don't know what you would say.
Yeah. Look, I can't speak to that lifestyle. I partied plenty. I traveled the world. I socially integrated, and I also worked my ass off.
Okay, so this is now walking back into a realm of reality that I'm like totally cool with. So like what he's talking about, I don't like because it's all or nothing. He's like 100, 0. He's like, you work 100, you party 0. I didn't go to a party until I was 30 years old. That's 0 partying. Like I even think that like 95.5 is acceptable. Like
right.
100, 0 is unacceptable. You can't do that.
Right.
Bad.
Right.
So bad. But I agree with you. Like we all met in college.
Yeah.
We did have a good time.
I think I could have done less. I'll agree with that. I think in order to illustrate the type of point that he's having to be extreme, and he's having to speak in exaggerated, just like tweetable type bullshit, right? But the reality is, if you want results, you got to be serious.
Yeah.
Like the statement is directionally correct. It's just too extreme. Can we agree to that?
Yeah, I'm only concerned about the extremity.
The extremity of the...
It's
but
awful.
The comment is correct.
But like the internet is full...
You can't not do stuff and not be serious and then expect results.
I agree, but I also think that you could just do... I'll just take the other side of the same direction and be like, you can do 15, 20% more than everybody else all the time. And the compounded impact of that is going to be incredible.
Yes. Definitely. But the bar is continually getting raised over time. Like what it used to take to be excellent 10 years ago was not that bad.
Oh, sure.
But everyone is more excellent now. And Uncle Tony Robbins was talking about this recently at his most recent seminar, where he was like, top 1-2% were getting the cream of the crop, all the rewards. But now you have to be like outstanding to really capture the results. Toss me one of those when you get a chance. To really,
got you.
to really capture one of those, to capture the results in your field. So I don't know. I think Uncle Tony's right, and I think Naval's directionally correct. But look, to put a pin in it for me, I traveled the world. I've done a lot of interesting things. I've traveled. I've partied, and I don't think I would be as grounded or interesting or able to close a deal even today.
Okay, so
in my business, if I'll start I swear to you, EJ. Like, I have had customers in Cambodia. I will get on a Zoom with a new customer who wants an AI twin in Cambodia, a thought leader in Cambodia, and I can say to the guy with confidence, I love Phnom Penh. I have been to your country. I love it. Your people have been through so much, and yet you still have a smile on your face. You've probably lost some of your family, and they open up because everyone has lost family there. I can say that because I've been there. But if I was just like sitting around, not partying, not traveling, not doing anything, I'd just be like a fucking I don't know. Like, I just think you'd be a weirdo. You'd just be like, I can make cool AI products.
I make
like,
AI.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, I think one angle that you could take on this is like, oh yeah, well, it'd be useful if you're like a salesperson. But then in like what you're saying, I think is true. Is that like in every aspect of your life, you're kind of selling yourself or
I'm
your
talking
company.
about, I'm a founder. Founders have to sell. Every founder has to sell. The first salesperson in a company is the founder. The first CFO is the founder. The first CMO is the founder. The first everything is the founder. Like, you're doing everything. And if you can't connect with people and you can't sell, you want to know another sign of startups that fail? They can't sell, because none of the co-founders, they're all technical, and they're like, we know how to build a great product. Now we're going to bring in a professional head of sales. Ooh, that's a death sentence. No matter what, no matter how technical you are, I don't give a shit. You have to learn to sell.
Everybody.
Every founding team of every startup must learn to sell. You cannot outsource that, because people don't like to be sold to. So the moment you hire a professional salesperson, you have a salesperson running a playbook. But when a founder is selling to you, they're just telling you, like, I understand your problem. Here's what our product can do. Would you like a demo? Let me show you. And like, it's just a human.
Okay, so most people aren't founders. So what about for non-founders? Does this still apply?
Like this whole not going to a party thing?
I think, no, I'm thinking of like the ability to sell. Like the ability to interact with people, which we're like compartmentalizing as the ability to sell.
But if we're just talking emotional intelligence, yeah, the more emotional intelligence you have, you're probably going to be more successful in life. We all know very smart people who lack emotional intelligence, that don't climb the social ladder and don't end up making more money and making more enemies than friends, and they don't ascend. So yeah, IQ can only take you so far. But EQ without IQ, that's not very good. And remember when I redefined charisma through that thought leader whose name is slipping me right now, it's IQ and EQ. You got to have both. You got to have a little bit of both. It's intellect and just like emotional intelligence.
I agree. I think, and this is like generally applicable. I think there are outliers in either direction, but like, you could point to the autist AI coders now who are getting $100 billion signing bonuses from Zuck.
Yeah, it happens.
That happens, but
Yeah.
it's not like the playbook, I don't think.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But like, even that guy is going to run into some problems if he can't work with people.
Right.
Eventually people get tired of that person.
So, man, when I was thinking of this, the first thing I thought of is because his first line verbatim is, before I was 30, I never went to a party.
So you never went to college, basically.
He never went to a party.
I don't believe him.
I don't believe him. Okay.
He's just saying that.
He's saying that. It's almost like, because if he said, I party little, then people would like take it as like, oh, you can like party 50-50.
It's not extreme enough for Twitter.
Okay. So what I was thinking, I was like thinking back to my, some of my foundational moments. And like, I remember when I went to my first party in high school.
Mm-hmm.
and we were young, man, like freshman, sophomore, high school.
Mhm.
And like, I was introduced for the first time to like I don't know, like the narratives of adult life, I guess. Like,
Mhm.
it was like, I was introduced to alcohol, drugs, hooking up, fighting.
It's a lot at once.
I mean, my first party, it was like fighting, hooking up, drugs, alcohol. It was like
That's true.
all kinds of shit that like I thought that was like one of the best days ever from that age. It was incredible. And like if I were to
Because of the exposure?
yeah, because like I'm experiencing what life has to offer, and if I just slept under my desk and did work only,
Well, that's my point about being able to connect with people. If you don't ever walk into a party, you don't know what the everyday person that you're going to be working with and dealing with is like. You can be the exception. You should be the exception if you're hungry. But if you don't know how everyone else is operating and thinking, if you don't know what scares them, if you don't know what drives them, if you don't know what they're desiring, then you can't build anything for them.
it's
And his
great
whole point is about building people for shit that works.
Yeah.
But if you get too tapped out and disconnected, if you're 3 standard deviations or more away from reality, you're going to think of shit that has nothing to do with anything anyone cares about. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, absolutely.
You lose touch.
Yeah.
It's like being a billionaire who let's just say an ultra wealthy person who never walks into a grocery store again. It's like Bill Gates not knowing what a gallon of milk costs. He's out of touch.
He's out of touch.
He doesn't know. He has no fucking clue because it's all just done for him.
There was another element I thought of too, which was like, you know, he's saying that he never went to a party. I think what I mentioned, you were gone last, I think last week we didn't record because it was Thanksgiving maybe, or
Oh, yeah.
whatever it was when I was on with Nick the last time. It was just Nick and I.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about alcohol and Scott Galloway. We brought up this like quote from Scott Galloway. He said like one of the worst things to happen to Gen Z is they don't drink alcohol
I
anymore.
loved this video.
Okay. And we riffed on that. But what I said about it was that like drinking alcohol looks like many different things to many different people. So like in one guy's version of drinking, he's like in his basement in the dark playing League of Legends and he's got a bottle of vodka next to him.
Mm-hmm.
In another version, it's like a guy in a club, in a loud ass club with bottle service, and he doesn't know anybody around him. In another version, it's us talking like this. And in all 3 cases, we're drinking. But I'm just trying to show the gamut of what drinking can look like. I think
Yes.
the same thing exists for partying, where it's like there's like different levels of partying that are more valuable than others. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
so like if you're like partying in a way that's like exposing you to new things, meeting people, having a good time, bringing like just generally serving you, I think that's good to do in moderation. I think obviously partying in a way that's like harming you is bad, and like, you know, overindulging in any endeavor is bad. So like I obviously agree with him directionally, but like let's just point out that there's like layers to this shit.
Yeah, but that's one of the problems with media and attention capture today. We live in an attention economy. Time is the ultimate asset. He is trying to extract time from people with these tweets, and I think he does a very good job of it, and I think he's directionally correct. So you have to take everything you read online, like these types of takes, with a grain of salt. If you took this as gospel, it's incorrect. There's nuance. There's messy gray. There's alfalfa to dig through, to sift through, like we just did. So the answer is not never go to a party. That can't be the answer. There's no way that's the answer.
So what about if we find some middle ground that's like grinding away your 20s for the most part is actually beneficial?
Dedicate yourself, build things, save and invest your money, tap into the 8th wonder of the world, which is compounding, and try a lot of stuff and take a lot of risks. Those are a good set of rules
Hell
for your
yeah.
20s. Try a lot of stuff, take a lot of risk, work 12 to 16 hours a day because you can. Reduce your cost of living to the bare bones.
Yeah.
Invest everything
And I think one thing,
and try to hit grand slams.
and one thing too, I love that list. One thing too that I think we all espouse going to SDSU, but one thing that like glued me to you all is that like even when we did party, we wouldn't sacrifice the work. We would still get up early the next day. We would still fucking grind because like we knew that's what we wanted. Like that's what we were about.
Bro, has this guy never been to a party where he has conversations like this?
Right.
These were our parties.
Yeah.
Like sure, it wasn't exactly like this. It was loud. There were things going on, and it wasn't like the one you described. But like most of the parties I went to after 22 was like this. Like it'd be like you in a group or one-on-one with someone having like a pretty intellectual conversation about something. Like that's what a party can be. This is like it fuels the soul. Like there's real juice there to extract. Then you get back to work and you're like fueled, or you get an idea, or you meet someone that can change your life. Dude, going to a party can change your life.
Absolutely.
You can meet the right person at the right time who's like, I love what you do. How can we work together? That's happened to you multiple times.
Absolutely. Happened to you too.
Yeah, definitely. So there's nuance.
There's nuance, baby.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to turn a little corner here to Kevin Dahlstrom. You cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is an EJ submission. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, okay. So this guy, he says, today I turned 55 years old. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you see a photo of this guy. He's on a fucking cliff face. He's in great shape.
Oh, this is a long list.
He's in great shape. So he's got 55 rules for 55 years. And you take one look at him and you're like, damn, this guy is 55 and he's doing this. It's pretty impressive.
That's horizontal. I mean, that's vertical.
It's vertical.
That's vertical.
I'm just saying that like I'm getting to a certain age, right? I'm 40 and I'm like trying to maintain some semblance of my former self, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I read this guy's list and I thought it was an awesome list. But let's go through it. I think
I haven't read it, so
okay.
I'm gonna. It's the first time for me. So
cool.
Which one stood out to you?
Okay, so I thought that it was incredible that he put number one at number one.
Yeah,
because
that's important.
Because number one was something that I had poo-pooed my entire life, and he says, walk 15 plus miles a week, even if you do other exercise. Humans are uniquely made to move slowly over long distances. It's critical to longevity. Okay, so this one stood out to me, and it's number one.
Every single person that I've heard of that lives to a very old age that continues to be mobile and self-sufficient walks.
This stood out to me because
in my family, in my whatever, like they're all walking. They're all they're lovers of walking.
I poo-pooed walking so badly to my own dismay. Like, I have only just started walking during this last month of like what I would call my body recomposition challenge, my fitness challenge, where I'm saying I'm walking 10K steps a day, and which is like 4 miles a day or 4.5 or whatever it is, which is more than what this guy's suggesting. But like, I didn't realize the power of it until I started doing it.
What have you found?
I think that my 2% body fat loss is mostly contributable to the walking, actually. I am like doing some diet. I told you it's not that rigorous. I am exercising sort of in the way that I normally would, which is like a lot of high intensity interval, like playing sports, but then like also lifting. But I think the walking is the one thing that I've like never done before in the past, because I always thought like, walking, that's not exercise. What kind of stupid shit is this? Which is like reasonable, I think.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm a fit guy. Like, why would I walk when I can run?
If you're a sportsman, like,
yeah,
what kind of exercise is walking?
Yeah.
But like, you just realize that it burns a lot of calories. You can do it forever. no matter how sore you are, you can just like go walking.
It's like semi-passive.
Yeah,
You're
like
just like
I,
you don't have to think about it.
I literally do it when I'm like on work calls now. So it's like, I don't even feel that I'm doing it. It just happens innately. And that to me has been maybe the biggest game changer. And the fact that he put it number one on all of his stood out to me.
I think he's totally right. One of my aunts, both of her parents lived well into their 90s. I know you have grandparents that...
Grandma's 99. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they just... Mobility.
Yeah, she's walking.
Movement.
Yep.
Like, what nobody wants is to get to a point where they're just no longer mobile. And the only way to stay mobile is to stay mobile. Like, you just, like, yes, there are certain things you cannot control. Like, you could run into issues, of course, that prevent your mobility. But just getting into a habit of walking at any time, like, it's never too late. 50, 60, you could start today, like 70.
Yeah. I do think like I think of our bodies very much as like if you don't use it, you lose it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you ever really lose the ability to go walking. You can always just do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he continues on. Some of these other ones I think you might appreciate more than me. He says develop a writing practice, swap out your toothpaste, deodorant, shampoos for like organic products. He says, I love number 4.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Number 4 is if you have a positive thought about someone, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with them immediately.
Can I tell you a story? You know this person, but I won't call them out. It's someone close to us. And you were actually there when I did it, so you might know. I said something really positive about this person to them. I had an observation in the moment. I just said it out loud. 4 days later, they came up to me while I was working, and they were like, "Can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Sure." And he comes up to me and he's like, it actually makes me emotional to think about it. He was like, "That thing you said the other day, I have been thinking about it since you said it. And I want you to know, like, you seeing me for who I am, like what that meant to me. And how much that simple comment that you made in that moment impacted me." And he's like, "I just wanted you to know that. And that, like, thank you for seeing me."
Dude, I'm getting emotional. That's
like,
incredible.
I mean, I was like, of course, like, it's the truth. That's why I said it.
I think people in general have these thoughts all the time. People admire each other all the time for certain things, and we have this weird reluctance not to share these positive things,
Especially men.
especially in men.
Because women go like, "You're beautiful, you're killing it," you know, all this stuff all the time.
But I think even that's like feigned, you know, like a lot of it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I get a lot of compliments myself for the way that I compliment others. I think like even Steven recently, he's like, "Dude, you just have this knack of like making people feel good." And all I do, my entire shtick is that like I see something that I like in somebody and I shine a spotlight on it.
But that is illuminating so much about you. And people remember how you make them feel. I believe that's a Maya Angelou statement. Not in those exact words, I'm paraphrasing, but people don't remember what you do, what you say. Like, it's how you make them feel. So even if you say a certain thing, it's the fact that you embody a positive energy around people and you uplift them. I bet you could count and you could say the names of people to me that, like, in our friend group, you're like, "I love spending a time around that person." Why? And I guarantee you the reason you do is because they make you feel better.
Yep. That's it. So
About you, about life, about everything.
And I think we're all thinking these things inherently. Like we're already thinking these things. We already acknowledge the strengths in people.
Yeah.
Just say what you're feeling. And I think this like goes to your
What do you say?
to your spouse. I think this goes to any relationship.
What do you say to people that have the thought, but it feels like envy? Like, it's like, I like that about that guy, but I wish because envy, I'll let you answer first. Like, what do you tell someone that, like, it actually turns into something slightly negative for them? They can't say it, and they just, it eventually seeps into jealousy territory. I know you don't really experience that.
No, it's not that I don't experience it. I'm sure I do. I think we all have work to do. I think that's probably like it's a great question. I think we probably have to work on ourselves in a way that's like, it's okay if somebody's better than you at something. And I think we need to be okay with that. Somebody's always going to be better than you at something. And you and I are competitive people. Like, we're going to find that to not always be awesome when somebody's better than you at something, right? Like, I think we just need to take a moment and appreciate.
I like that a lot.
I think I mean, it's a good question I haven't thought of.
To me, it's a signal of a part of yourself that you admire, that you want to express more of. So, like, when you experience the feeling of envy, you don't envy something you don't want.
Right.
I know. Sorry, it was like dumb first principles.
No, I think it's important
but just like,
to say. Yeah.
You envy. You know. Like, if you had like this.
Yeah, you're only going to envy something that you actually desire in yourself.
So the fact that I desire it is already a strong signal. And envy, to me, can be viewed positively within yourself, but you have to transmute it.
Yeah, I would say also, like, if we're going to build nuance into it, I think there's like ways to approach it that matter. Because, like, in a peer group, let's say we're all peers, right? It's like, it's a little easier to express this admiration on somebody if it's not a peer dynamic, right? It's like somebody who's above you in the dynamic. In a peer dynamic, it's hard because you don't want to be like subservient to your peer.
Right. So
I think you have to approach it in a way that is like in admiration, but also in a way that's not like bowing down to them.
Yeah, because you're ultimately saying, like, I admire this about you. It doesn't necessarily mean you do this better than me or you have it better than me, but like usually it does, because that's why you are acknowledging it.
It doesn't mean that you are better than me, period.
Right. It's not a absolute statement. It's just like, I really admire this one facet of you, and I'm going to call it out right now. But if you allow that to turn into envy, what happens is you start to feel small about yourself. And I'm really fortunate because my dad has never been envious of anybody. And your parents just, you become so many aspects of your parents. And this is something really positive I got from my dad, where, like, it didn't matter if someone had more money or more anything or more charisma. He would actually call it out and say, like, this person's very good at that. Like, that's really admirable. And that taught me at a young age to just like value other people and to appreciate them and to speak openly about it. But for a lot of people, I think the important thing to know for people that experience envy is A, it doesn't have to be negative. Transmute it into appreciation. But B, it's extremely important for you to know people pick up on this. And they will exclude you and they will distance themselves from you because envy doesn't feel good.
Right. And I think also,
like, if you can see it in someone's eyes and body when they say something to you that's passive aggressive compliment. You know, deep down they're envying you and they're not really happy for you, and that person will distance themselves from you and they won't trust you.
Agree. I think in like a mentor-mentee dynamic, it's like very easy to show that kind of admiration. In a peer dynamic, it's harder. You have to navigate that a little better and like maintain the peerness of it. But yeah, I agree. Just scrolling down more as we get deeper in this list, number 9 is something I really liked. It says set boundaries on toxic relationships. I think we've talked about on this podcast how we are like the average of the 5 people we spend time around with most. And, I think it's just going to help your well-being, your emotional well-being if you just
life's too short for that.
Yeah, I think
there's a lot of people out there. Choose wisely.
You spend a ton of energy on situations like number 9, and it doesn't serve anybody. Number 10 is like what I'm dealing with right now. Number 10 is eat real food, not too much. I mean, he keeps it very simple. I agree. He says, get 8 hours of sleep. Don't take antibiotics unless you need to. He says, stop drinking, even moderation. Disagree. I think it's okay to disagree too. Like, I don't think these are necessarily the gospel. Travel as much as possible. Let go of resentment. That kind of goes back to number 9. Number 17, I love. Show up on time every time.
I love it too. I used to be chronically late. Did you know that?
Yes. You called it Persian time?
Yeah.
And so did I, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mine wasn't, maybe mine is what everybody's doing, but like the reason why I did it was because I was actually early, but I was too early. So then I was like, oh shit, I'm like way too early. And then I would like find something else to do to like fill the bridge time. And then by the time I finished whatever task I was doing, I was like, oh shit, I'm late.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more of just like, God damn, I'm way too early. And I was like in my own mind about that.
I was just late. I underestimated the time it took to do something. And I would just hurry all the time. The shift from being a late person to and on time, by the way, is my first ever boss at my first professional job at 3M post college was like, on time is late. Like if the meeting's 9 and you show up at 9, you're late.
Be there at 8:50.
Be there 1 minute before even is appropriate. You're late if you're there at the start time. And then I started to be late and suffer the consequences. And then eventually I just made a decision. I was like, this is real. I think the thing that really did it for me was like people doing it to me. Like that's sometimes what it takes. I was like, oh, this is really disrespectful. I was like, I'm doing this to people? This is really disrespectful. I think I'm more important because that's what this person's kind of telling me. That is rude. That's super rude. So yeah, I love being on time now. Also the ease it creates, the reduction in cortisol, just show up early.
That's such a good point. Like
just reduce slow down.
Dude,
like, slow down.
Even to like I used to be the guy who would like my flight's in 40 minutes. Now I'll go to the airport. But like the cost of that is now you're stressing. Like you're going to get there right on time for the boarding or whatever. But it's like, but now you have this like anxiety inside of you. Like, so what I'm trying to say is that it's not even to a counterparty that I care about. It's a counterparty that's the airline, right? So I don't care.
Right.
But like even on that note, it's just like if I'm there earlier, I can like get through TSA.
But I used to be like proud of the flex internally that I could show up at an airport 45 minutes before takeoff because I'm so good at like I just like only check and I get through security, and if I needed to I would just like beg my way through. You know, it was just absurd. Like I viewed that as like a good thing, but it was stress.
Like give yourself an extra 30 minutes and just like literally have no cares about the problem.
Yeah. I want to go back to one thing that is really important that I meant to ask you that Alan Bryce in the chat just reminded me of. Do my best thinking on walks. Are you getting other benefits from the walks, like deep thinking, or I'm going to bring this in, spiritual connection, because a lot of the great thinkers of our time, Albert Einstein, who's another great walker, Nietzsche, all went on long, like Nietzsche
The
spoke,
Russian philosopher.
yeah, spoke profusely of like the power of walks.
So
even
for
late
me,
into his life.
okay, so
Are you starting to experience anything like that?
what I've noticed is that when I start thinking deep, like you're describing, my body naturally wants to go pace around. I do that, but it's not a catalyst for me to get into deep thought necessarily. So maybe it's like if I go for a walk, it's not a guarantee that I'm thinking great stuff.
Right.
But it is almost a guarantee that if I'm in a great train of thought in my own mind, then I will be walking, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of like journaling. Like most of the time it starts rough and it's like, what's the point? But if I'm going to get to a place where I have a deep insight, it's because I was journaling.
Like Mina will often ask me, she's like, what are you doing? And I'm just like walking around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd just be like, what? Oh, yeah, I was thinking. I don't know. But I'm like
I like that.
I'm in a deep thought. But it's not always that I just try to get my 10K and I'm like immediately in some deep, amazing thought pattern.
Right.
21. I like this.
I like 18, dude.
Okay. What's
nature? 18? Touch the earth.
Spend time in nature. Touch the earth.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that.
I don't do enough of that.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. But I love it.
21. Find a hobby and pursue mastery.
Okay, so like, would that be like tennis for you?
I think in any hobby that I really, really try to pursue, I end up end up rabbit holing.
Mm-hmm.
But like my life's pursuit is on investing in markets, so I feel like that's that. But
oh wow, that's fisherman's level hobby, right there.
Yeah, I intend to do this for the rest of my life, and
yeah, I could definitely call building my hobby, but I also have like extracurriculars that I am excited to start one day, like playing the piano.
Nice.
Like I have been told by many great musicians that I have like a ear for music.
You do.
And they're like, I think that you would create great things. And I'm like, I do want to be able to express myself that way. And I currently don't have an outlet for that. So like I have those types of outlets that I eventually want to explore, those types of hobbies, which probably in 10 years, that's all we'll be doing anyway, is like pursuing our hobbies. So I have a good list ready to go for when we're replaced by the robots. You know?
Awesome.
I think it's important. I think it's important to have that list ready.
I agree. But I think there's something to the pursuit of mastery.
Yes.
That like it just keeps you going, like as a person. Like find something that you can wake up and tomorrow, like every day you're just like excited because you just want to keep getting better, learning more.
Right.
24.
I knew you'd point that one out.
Well, 24 is like an Alfalfa podcast idiom. Do hard things. Hard things, or what does it say here at the end? The quote is, hard choices, easy life. Easy choices, hard life. I think I mentioned the quote that Nick shared in a text. He said, like, you choose your hard. Like if you want to be...
This is borderline family saying in our family. We say to Rumi at least 3 times a week, Asadis do hard things. It's literally a family saying. And I try to at this point, my wife has really taken it on as well. Some people in life definitely have a appetite for choosing easy because it creates immediate gratification and comfort. And one of the things that I think you learn a lot from your spouse. and I've learned so much from mine. But one of the things that definitely she would say that she's learned from me is to choose the hard thing. And she didn't get it at first. She was like, I'm not sure I understand like what the point really is. It's painful. Why would I do the hard thing now? And it's like I've done this really great thing that I'm proud of, which is to find examples of things that were easy that led to worse outcomes.
Like not exercising.
Could be it could be anything. It'd be like, remember 2 years ago when we decided to do this because it was comfortable and easy? Look at our life in that category today. Has it gotten better or worse? It's gotten worse. And then do you remember that thing that we decided to do which took great sacrifice and was hard and painful in that moment? Has it gotten better or worse? And she's just like, not only has it gotten better, it's like I wouldn't have expected it to get this good. How did it get this good? I'm like, that's the power of compounding when you do the hard thing. And you make that a habit and you do that every day. The rewards are just like godly.
Yeah, he doesn't even mention what you're describing, which is the compounding effect of doing
Right.
hard things enables you to do harder things.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just saying like easy life. But easy life is an understatement.
Yeah.
If you do the hard things and make the hard choices, it's not easy. It's glorious. Yeah, it's good. It's a good one, man. That's a good one.
He says become a water snob, which you've already achieved.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this one. You are what you drink, literally. What, bro? You're drinking Mountain Valley? You got to get in the conscious water, man. Mountain Valley's pretty good.
Okay, so what about number 31?
31. Invest in experiences, not things. People frequently regret buying things, true, but rarely regret investing in great experiences, especially when shared with loved ones. Remember, there's nothing you can buy in a mall that you'll remember in 10 years. God damn, that's... How many things do you regret? How many experiences do you regret investing in?
I just have this like personal rule where I'm like a Scrooge on like the smallest things for no reason. Like I won't add like guac to my Chipotle just 'cause I'm like an extra $1, no way.
I mean, guac is a hell of an experience.
I mean, guac is pretty good, but I just like I've like clearly identified in my mind what I want to splurge on, and I do, which is like if we want to go to World Cup in Kansas City, I don't care the price. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to go anywhere, let's go. If we want to go do something cool, let's go. I don't care about that. It's just like the little things, the devices, the mall shopping experience. I don't care.
This is right. This is objectively correct, because to create real wealth and live a rich life, as Ramit Sethi talks about, you have to say no ruthlessly to the things that are not important. Ruthless no's. But then you have to say fuck yes to the things that you actually love, that you call your rich life.
Absolutely.
And then you enjoy them.
Yeah.
And you just like, you create great. And by the way, I do think certain material things can create a rich life and give you the feeling of like, fuck yes.
Good one.
There are certain material things. Like,
I think like
building your own sauna or buying a pre-made sauna can
Totally.
give you rewards for years.
or like a car guy.
Yeah.
A car guy
If you're a car guy.
who buys the car of his dreams and like enjoys the shit out of that, then go do that. If that's like your rich life.
If you get in that car and every time you get in that car, you get a dopamine boost, like that's a very positive trade-off.
Hell yeah. I agree. It's just about identifying
Your rich life.
whatever your version of that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
33, I think you would love, have a strong bias toward action, doing rather than talking.
Yeah, this seems to be an ailment of a lot of people where they have the idea and they say, I had that. I wanted to do that. And they're envious and jealous of those that did. Just try, doesn't hurt. It's not that painful. It's actually not that bad. If you bias toward action, there's no regrets. Regret optimization is, I think, a decent strategy. Life optimization is a decent strategy. Optimizing your life reminds me of Dan Simmons again. He's a big life optimizer. And it's like, yeah, just like don't regret stuff.
Okay, he says the next three I like. Stay lean. Men in particular are obsessed with muscle mass these days, but bulk doesn't age well.
Doesn't age well at all, does it?
I mean,
the healthiest people I see are like borderline skinny.
I've always thought about it like functional. Like you want to be functional. Like if you're 80 years old, you don't need to pick up a car, but you need to be able to move. You need to be able to like be flexible. I would like to still keep. I think that's why I think sprinting is kind of like the ultimate barometer, because like most guys at age 40 can't even sprint anymore. But like I would like to be able to do that forever. He says, curate your inner circle carefully. Of course, be the fittest version of yourself. Yes. I think these are very good.
Yeah, like I think it was Aristotle that said, like it's obviously like hugely paraphrasing here, but it was like to not know what your body is capable of while you're here in this physical form on this planet is a tragedy. Like experience the limits of your human form. I think that's like it's actually a deeply interesting statement. Like push yourself to know like how big of a boulder you can really lift.
Are these getting boring? Are we going through too many, or is this good?
I'm enjoying it deeply.
Okay. So like be a lifelong learner. I mean, we already espoused this stuff. Find your purpose. 42.
Yeah, that one's hard.
That's very hard.
Like, is there one purpose?
I don't think so, but I think people who have a clear sense of purpose just exhibit way more positive characteristics. So
do you know many people that just like, you're like, that's the blank person? Like, it's just like that's their one purpose. I don't really know many people like that.
I think you can like invert it and say like somebody who doesn't have purpose would feel like way worse.
Okay, so could purpose be like by chapter of life? Like, is there a life purpose that people need to have?
Yeah, I think you're pulling on a good thread here, because I don't actually think that you need to have like one purpose, but you can have many purposes. I agree. Like you could be a good father. You could be running a business and like devoting yourself to that as well. You can devote yourself to your backyard winery or your garden or whatever it is. That you just like have things that you really want to devote your energy towards.
But the clear thing is like have something.
Have something.
And then like it can evolve by chapters and seasons of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I agree, because I used to believe that there was a purpose, because the Western world really wants you to believe that. There's a lot of authors and speakers that talk about the idea of purpose. And I'm someone that has done enough introspective work to know that if there was one underlying purpose for me, that I like it would be clear. But I can't say that this is the one thing I would do for the rest of my life. Like if I had to pick it, it'd be like building great things that bring joy to people. But like that's like too abstract.
Yeah.
Like, but there are some people that are like, I am here on this planet to create regenerative, whatever soil like for the world, because that's just like what I can feel it.
Yeah.
But that person is 1 in 100, if maybe even less. The majority of people just need an aim,
Yeah.
an aim.
I think it's better just to avoid the alternative. The alternative being like
Right.
no purpose.
Right.
Avoid the alternative of having no purpose.
Right.
Number 45 is like one of my favorites. I want to put a star around this one. It says, have fun, guys. Do frivolous and silly things that make you smile. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. I think this resonates so deep with me because even on Alfalfa, I feel like we are just we as individuals, I just feel like we're so serious. Like we're always serious. I like that we like drink and then we have a good time. I think that's something that's like maybe missing in the pod world. It's like the ability to like have fun while discussing cool topics. I just think that the ability to have fun is something that we all lose, and like particularly edified
Dude,
by
I
like
used to think
Naval.
about that a lot as a kid. I'd be like anywhere between the ages of like 10 and 25, and I would look to the older generation. I'd be like, why are they so serious?
I mean, there's still a balance, right? Like you still need to be like, as you get older, what it takes to be serious, like the bar raises. So like you have to still be serious, but it's like, don't lose the playful, silly
But
element.
why do we lose that?
Because as life, as
Gets more serious.
yeah, as your responsibilities get harder, you have to step up to those. And like, I felt it just becoming a father.
When did you experience the biggest leap in maturity?
I think like the hardest part is when you become an adult. So it's like soon after college and like everything is on you. I think I'm speaking generally, not just like for myself, but like I think the hardest part is like basically becoming an adult because you have like all this shit that you have to worry about now that you're like unprepared for. Like how do you know what healthcare plan to go with? How do you know like all these things that come with adult life?
Mm-hmm.
It actually is pretty hard. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to like step up immediately.
I had no problem with that.
Well, you're good.
The biggest challenge I had was the biggest maturity leap I went through is becoming a parent, becoming a dad.
That's a huge
I
one.
transformed like so deeply.
It's a huge one. But I think like everybody's different, like our dear friend Steven has a hard time like remembering to pay his taxes.
Right.
And that's like
Godspeed on that one.
it's a human being that is like very capable in all
Right.
elements of life, and he's just like having a hard time
Right.
with like adulting,
adulting.
which is hard.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. I get it.
But then like becoming a parent, that's going to bring on a whole nother level of
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it is
Okay. Interesting.
it is hard to like rise to that occasion and remember that like it's not that serious. Like you got to be serious, but you got to also be like kind of silly about it. And I think that's like a difficult thing to
So
do.
I don't think I know Nick recently. We miss you, Nick. Was getting into Alan Watts.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard Alan Watts talk about this topic?
No, but I know that Nick just went through his first home purchase, so he's like going through his levels of seriousness.
Right.
But I'm
Right.
intrigued to hear what Alan Watts says about this.
Well, it's what we're talking about. It's like you're just like a squiggly in the universe, and you got to remember that it's just like fun and a game, and like you're just on a journey, and you're an experience, and you're experiencing all of it, and you have to maintain a level of lightness to the whole thing.
Yeah, and I think that's like something that I would say that I really admire the most about Alfalfa at large is that we're able to, like, I'm even talking about our Discord, our community, everything. We're able to like delve into the nuance of stuff, dig deep, but we're not like at each other's throats because we're keeping it pretty light and fun.
So Alan Watts has this great quote. He says, "The angels can fly because they take themselves lightly."
Oh, lovely.
Like this is the type of stuff that really makes you think. Like to embody an angel, which is the most whole version of a spirit or human in an alternate form that you could possibly be. You must take yourself lightly. There's something about an angel. It's angelic. There's no angel that you think of that's super serious and pragmatic and responsible for everything and everyone. No, there's something where it's like, I'm here, but I take this experience and everything lightly. And because of that, I am floating and I can dance and I can be with everything all at once. There's actually a song that Akira the Dawn made. That's some alpha. If you like this kind of shit, Akira the Dawn does like Alan Watts, Naval quotes turned into songs.
Cool.
It's actually really cool.
I feel like that sounds like something that we might have listened to when we were in Joshua Tree.
It was one of them was on the playlist.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's kind of like
I did have one on the playlist. Yeah,
that was pretty epic.
Yeah.
No, I think like this one in particular stands out to me as like maybe early days of Alfalfa Discord. I'm remembering people asking like, so what is our mission statement here? Do you remember? Like maybe it like got brought up. And some people in our Discord, it's okay to have like different goals. Like everybody has a different goal, but I think like when people were suggesting that we're about finding truth, I was like balking at that idea because I think that we are sort of like finding truth, but it's very important that this element of it is not lost, that it's like we're finding truth, but in a manner that is like still we're actually enjoying each other and having fun, and like we're mostly just enjoying talking.
Yeah, and not to get too philosophical in this moment, but like I've started to realize that your truth and my truth can and will always be fundamentally different. And while I do believe in certain objective truths, to try to say like the objective of a group of people is to find one objective truth can lead to a lot of dogma and disagreement and no fun. There's no fun in that.
Yeah.
But if you can say like, we're on an exploration of truth with each other, and maybe your truth is different than mine, and we're going to laugh at each other's version of our truth, that's a lot more fun.
It's a lot better.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
accumulate assets.
Yeah, I think we're pretty focused on that. I think a lot of these we're on point with. Any of these standing out to you? Mobility.
Okay, what about this one?
Okay, go all in on family, get married, stay married, have kids, burn the boats. In the end, family's all that matters. Ooh.
Damn.
Okay, so I have thoughts on this. I mean, I think it's accurate. I think like as we've gotten older, I basically consider you guys like family, right? We've known each other for 20 plus years. I've spent more time with you than my actual family. So I feel like family, right? But then recently, just in a string of events, I had like my mom fell, went to the hospital. My grandma fell, went to the hospital. What I see in reality is that like it's your family who's there. Yeah. And it's a different thing than like what I was thinking about before, which is like, well, we're family, like, because we are, but it's different. Like family is all that matters, really. So I think I just like understand what he's saying a lot more now that I have my own.
Yeah, I'm for it. I'm biased. There's not a person on this podcast that's against it, so I don't have anything to say. That I don't have a counterpoint. I think that as I go through this experience, there's nothing that matters more or worth fighting more than that nuclear center point to your life that makes everything tick and talk and matter.
Yeah. And I think that he's right. It's like go all in, burn the boats. I think.
He says, stay married.
Yeah.
That's very, very important point he throws in there. It's not just get married, have kids. It's get married, stay married. Staying married takes a lot of work, and men don't talk about this enough. You have to continuously recommit to the idea of that person, of relationship, of commitment, and no matter what's happening, you have to find a way and you have to be the anchor. One of these days, one of the episodes we haven't done is like being a man in general and maintaining like harmony in a relationship. I've talked about this book before, The Way of the Superior Man. I think we need to do a deep dive on it. I think it's really important to the majority of this audience to do a deep dive on it.
Let's get the author on.
Great idea. Are we doing investing pod? Are we doing self development, personal development pod? I want to figure this out soon. Coming into the new year. Teaser for everyone listening.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at the end.
We're at the end. I think that he finishes by saying reinvent yourself every decade. Over time, we slowly drift off course from our priorities, values, and our true identity. Take stock and don't be afraid to hit the reset button. I think that's right.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think you're constantly recreating yourself, whether you want to or not. It's just a matter of you acknowledging it and being a conscious participant in it. Like you are not, biologically speaking, even the same person you were yesterday.
Right, your cells have regenerated.
Your cells are different.
Yeah.
Your mind has evolved. You slept. By the way, one thing I was thinking about last night, I was like, the reason you don't remember your dreams?
Why?
Because reality wouldn't make sense anymore. Being awake 24 hours a day. So the brain developed a function to help you forget the visions from your dreams because you wouldn't know reality, you wouldn't know dreams from waking life anymore.
That's important.
Yeah, very important. That has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
No, but that's a cool thought.
I love this list, dude. I loved it. It was really good. Super good. Better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, man. I think we would all be served by trying to live towards the things on this list that resonated.
Wisdom. All right. Did we do it? I think we did it.
We did it.
What's next week? Are we around? Is it Christmas? What are we at?
No, we got a couple more under our belt.
More? Is Nick back?
Hope so.
Okay, so should we tease anything about what we're thinking about for next year?
Yeah.
Do you want to tease a little bit?
Yeah.
Come on, give me a tease.
Well, I think, yeah, like he said, number 55, we got to reinvent yourself all the time. And we are constantly thinking about our priorities and what we're all about. And I think on Alfalfa, what we're trying to do is focus in on who we are going to be next year. And what we feel like we're going to do is really hone in on, I think, the value proposition that we're like really able to give you. And that's like tech, investing, and personal growth.
And the one thing we're trying to decide, which we'd love your input on, is which one is the 80 to the 20.
Yeah.
Like, we know you want both.
Well, yeah, I guess I kind of said them as three. Tech, investing.
It's tech investing and personal. This conversation.
Right.
The one we just had with the 55 rules for life, basically.
I personally think that it should be all of them, but I think that our like professional lives are suited towards like tech and investing.
Right.
Entrepreneurship, particularly in tech.
Yeah, like we
and
literally
investing.
have a tech investor, an operator, an operator, Nick, and a builder. And those are three very different perspectives on tech and investing. And then on the personal growth, personal development side, like we know people love that side of the equation.
And we also do too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always trying to better ourselves. We're always trying to learn more. So I think those avenues are sort of like the crux of what we want to delve deeper on in 2026. And I think it's about, determining, is that what the audience wants? Is that what you guys want?
Well, we know they've been here for years, most of them, and we know they want those things. I think the question that we're wrestling with is like, there's one that's the 80%.
Yeah.
One falls to the background, but it's still there. So which one is the primary thing to make the meat? And then also knowing that like there's the Discord and the community to fill in on everything else. So we're just a piece of the puzzle, But what should the content engine and the conversation focus be on the? And then that shapes who we bring on this podcast. So we're sharing more here to get your input on it. But it's like if we're tech investing 80%, then we get founders, we get investors, we get industry leaders. If we're personal growth, it's like we get Rhonda Patrick, we get this guy with the 55 rules, we get Tony Robbins, hopefully. We get those kinds of people that are Andrew Hubermans of the world that are there to help us with our personal growth. Very different type of guest to have on the podcast.
Yeah, and I think most people, if they heard that pitch, they'd be like, well, I want all of it.
Yeah, I know.
Which I also do too. I think like our professional skill sets set us up to do like the tech investing side and also the personal growth as sort of like the back burner. But I mean,
maybe we do have both types of gas and it is an 80-20 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm excited either way. I feel like
it's a big year.
I'm excited to talk to real experts. Like I think we are very good, but I like talking to like the niche, narrow focus.
Yeah,
experts.
imagine being able to bring on like a lithium battery expert to talk about the future of electric vehicles and should we be bearish on Tesla because they're going to run out of government subsidies and no company will ever succeed if it doesn't have, subsidies. Like that's interesting. Or like what's in the cooker? Like is some breakthrough coming?
Yeah, is there a sodium battery?
Yeah, like tell me,
Right.
So anyway, revealing a little bit of the background. Please let us know what you think. Drop a comment on the Spotify or hop in the Discord. Those are the two spots. And we love you a long time. Thank you for being here for a long episode.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. 2 hours. Well, when did we start? It's over 2 hours. 2 hours, 10 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
You good job. You good job.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you later.
Good night, everyone.
Peace.